Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining us here today, the 18th of February of 2025. I hope that you're all doing well. The sun has just ingressed into Pisces, so I'm going to wish my beautiful Pisces people, we've got a few of you here, a happy birthday, a happy forthcoming birthday. We're going to have an amazing new moon in Pisces, not an eclipse. The eclipses are in March. It's going to be a very helpful new moon. We do talk about it on Patreon, so you may want to join us there. I have mentioned that whoever joins Patreon during the month of February, that they will get a free mini love reading. So you know who you are. Expect a free love mini reading as a gift. So thank you for joining our community, and we do a lot of astrology there. Of course, we've got the tarot love readings there as well. So they're all there for the month of February. If you have not joined us, do consider. And in that way, you get to go in a draw for a free tarot reading. We give 3 free tarot readings every month to our patrons, okay? A 60-minute, a 40-minute, and a 20-minute, which really goes for half an hour. So we're always a little bit generous with our time. Thank you to our patrons, a special thank you to our patrons. What did I want to say? Pay attention on the 28th of February on that new moon in Pisces. You're going to hear a lot on the news relative to Greece, because people are going to take to the streets because they're very unhappy relative to a shocking train collision, head-on train collision with another train that was carrying things that it shouldn't have been. So a certain liquid, I don't know what we don't know exactly what it was, but they're looking into it. This is 2 years ago, and information came through just recently, extra information, and people have already gone out and spoken their opinion. They've shown up in thousands. This is about a month ago, I think. Now on the 28th of February, even more people will be out on the streets, very unhappy with what's going on. And it's not only that we lost something like almost 60, I think, 60 young students in that train collision. A lot of heads are going to roll because of that, because everything was wrong about that. A lot of human mistake because of not taking the safety precautions, not doing the right thing. Nevertheless, it's time to face the music. It's time to pay one's dues. And that's what's going on collectively, dear friends. As you know, the North Node now in Pisces. Pisces can speak to liquid matter that are poisonous, that could be explosive, that could be dangerous. So we're seeing the astrology play out in the news every single day. We could have a long talk about that, but today we're reading the energies for the messenger, of course, the 18th of February. So whenever you get to view this message, please know that the message is for you. It is a general message though, so please remember that. Okay, as the moon is also transiting through Scorpio, let's see what's going on. What is going on? I love talking to you guys. I know many of you are here for the tarot, so let's see what's the Karma Dharma relative to now. We are using the Cosmic Tarot, for those of you that are interested today, by Norbert Loche. I don't know if that's the way we pronounce the name. This is the deck we're using today. I like to use different decks, and we'll also be using the Spirit of the Animals Oracle for a message of advice. So what is the Karma Dharma going on? What's going on round about now? And we've got embrace a big life chapter that's coming to a close. Some of you may be closing up a situation that was very difficult. Remember, this does speak to Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio, the fixed signs. Or you're dealing with someone that is a foreigner that lives in another part of the world. They could speak a different language, be from a different religion. Nevertheless, remember that the World card is also a major accomplishment. So embrace some sort of a success or a major ending in your life, at the ending of the Fool's Journey, okay? Because this is a Saturnian card, and Saturn says you must have done all the hard work before you can embrace the accomplishment and the success. And this could be a literal embrace too, with someone that may have been living far away from you. Let's see what the Monology Oracle has, even though we're in between a full moon and a new moon, as we're heading up to the new moon in Pisces, but we're just, on the 4 before the eclipses. So the eclipses do take place way before, way after. Let's see what's coming through relative to the psyche or relative to the lunations. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. This may point us back to the new moon in Scorpio last year. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we've also got Scorpio here. A Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Scorpio does speak to the psyche and those little unconscious fears subconsciously, deep in our psyche. Someone is working through their fears, and a new moon, obviously, is a new beginning. Now, of course, if you're a Scorpio and this speaks to you, right? Because the new moon in Scorpio was last year, in the season of Scorpio. The new moon in Pisces, may be now, because water does work well. The Scorpio and Pisces, they are both water signs. So this new moon in Pisces may be quite significant for you, as you will have extra help. Okay, let's take them. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So we've got Gemini. We've got also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got a King of Pentacles. This could be a child as well, if not a messenger, a message that's very promising relative to a love relationship or even a business partnership. We've got a King of Pentacles here, which is usually Taurus, more so Taurus, I would say. We've got the Star, so we've got Aquarius as well. The Star, remember, is Aquarius, and it speaks to hope, it speaks to communication. It speaks to some truths. It speaks to healing, a possible message coming through social media. The Lovers is a head of heart decision. This could be a twin flame connection. This could be someone who's got choices, choosing between two situations or two people. It could be because we know that if you are dealing with an earth sign, they may have strong Gemini. They could have their Venus or their Mars in Gemini, for all we know. So we've got Gemini as well as Aquarius. So it's something to do with the mind, with communication, with perception. King of Pentacles, father. So this could be father, son, father, daughter. Father, boss. Someone that's very slow in taking action. Someone that needs their security. Remember that the ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus, is in the sign of Taurus, and Uranus is very activated recently, so expect the unexpected. Do expect the unexpected. The Star could be a message that comes from a distance through social media, or it could be a possible wish fulfillment as to a decision that's made or any communication that's coming in. Because Page of Pentacles it could say that someone's needing to make a decision, a choice, They're looking at a possible partnership, love relationship, how they could make it grow, how it could become more stable and long term. Or if this is a business commitment, if this is a business decision, let's say, this King of Pentacles takes their sweet old time in making a decision. So they need to study, they need to see if it's worth their effort. But it seems to be like it's going to be a possible wish fulfillment. And in the future, let's see what else we've got. Now, if it's not a Taurus, then it's Capricorn or Virgo. Let's see. We have the Five of Swords. So it's obviously whatever decision is being made, it could also be involving others. Five of Swords could be also internal or external conflict. Someone needing to be very logical. Look, because we see that this man is lying down on a pentagram. Feels like they're locked up in some sort of situation. It could be a money situation, it could be a legal situation, it could be a situation that involves others. So choices and decisions are not easy. Okay, an ending must be embraced, but also this king must overcome their fears. Okay, and they're working on that, right? And their fears. So I would say that more than likely, whoever you're dealing with, they do have strong air in their chart, because they look at things from a detached point of view, trying to find maybe an intelligent escape from a binding situation. It could be another relationship, could be another partnership, could be money issues. Or it could be involving children. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting through Gemini, yes. The Wheel of Fortune has turned direct, so things are going to start to move. I wanted to also point out to those of you that are not familiar with the astrology that Mars that's been retrograding through Cancer. Mars doesn't do well in a water sign, but Mars is going to turn direct from the 23rd, 24th of February. Give him a couple of days to start moving, because pressing on the accelerator is Mars. Mars is acceleration. He wants to go. He wants to move. He wants to take action, but being totally stopped, it's like pressing on the accelerator, on the gas, while the handbrake is up. Give him a little bit of time to pick up pace. So Mars is the masculine side. It's the yang energy, where we haven't been able to move forward. We've needed to go back relative to matters pertaining to our personal life, our emotional life, our private life, our home life, where we reside, who we live with, what gives us that security, the emotional, possibly also the physical. Themes from the past have been, coming up ever since November last year. Everything is sort of stuck. And here comes the wheel. Here comes Jupiter. Here comes divine timing. Because the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, which turns into an ace. Interesting. Maybe someone's going through their awakening. We've got Jupiter and Uranus here. Maybe there's going to be sudden, shocking, or change. And we know the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card, because Jupiter is a benevolent planet, even though Jupiter is not strong in Gemini. Gemini is about the twins and decisions, possibly also to do with siblings. Siblings could be involved in this Five of Swords. But it's the themes tell us that everything is stuck, not being able to move forward because of fears, because of others. For everyone, it will be a different situation. Something is coming to an end, right? And we see the cycles, right? And that's what astrology is. Life is all filled with cycles, smaller cycles, larger cycles. Anyway, Sagittarius and Pisces comes up. Remember, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the first ruler of Pisces until, obviously, Neptune was discovered. So Jupiter is in the house of Mercury. Mercury is the messenger. So the fact that Jupiter now has turned direct and divine source and divine timing is happening very soon. We know that Jupiter is connecting with Pisces because Jupiter is in Gemini. Gemini and Pisces, they are mutable signs. And it's the mutable signs that are going to be going through a lot of fated changes in the next year and a half because the eclipses will be taking place there in Pisces and in Virgo. And we talk about this on Patreon. We go into a lot of depth and a lot of detail. So thank you for even considering joining us and becoming a patron of this community. So a square from Jupiter is really not a bad aspect. It's all about taking action. So Jupiter is going to be squaring all the planets in Pisces, and we're going to see a great lineup of planets in Pisces. There is a party happening in Pisces, so look to the area of Pisces in your own natal chart. And if you're not familiar with that and you want us to have a look at your chart and tell you what's going on for you relative to the stars, the alignment of the stars, and how they affect you personally through your birth chart, then reach out. Divine Debut 11.net is our website, and you will find the link beneath the video. So big changes, big fated changes. Hopefully, Jupiter could be the gas without the handbrake that we press on, because even Gemini speaks to movement, physical. Not only, I decide, I communicate, and I move, because now all the planets are going to start to turn direct. All the planets. Everything that's been stuck is going to start to happen. Okay? So keep that as the underlining message, my dear friends. What's at the foundation? We've got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is usually the marriage card. It's stabilizing a business. It could be a home. It could be you're going to be having a party. I did say there's going to be a party in Pisces. So remember, what is Pisces? Pisces is unconditional love, sacrifice, believing. It's Pisces speaks to the divine, to spirit. It's God himself. Pisces can speak to release and sacrifice, but also being the martyr, sacrificing and not receiving back for it. Pisces can speak to escapism. It's the 12th natural house. It speaks to sleep and dreams and, that vision, what we can create. But to create something, obviously there needs to be release, because the 12th natural house of Pisces is a house of karma and solitude, and being in preparation before the next cycle, which would be Aries, right? Because Pisces is the last sign. Wow, okay, our candle went out. Just let's see if I've got any more candles. No, I'm almost out of candles. I need to go out shopping. Not enough time in the day. Hopefully that'll last for us. So it's interesting, because there's so much going on there. Even Venus retrograding, right? Venus, which is our money, self-worth. It's being valued. It's, finding our peace, our balance, our harmony. Venus is retrograding in March, and Mercury through Pisces and Aries. So it's all about that ending, you know, and then that new beginning, as we've got a new moon in Scorpio, which is a metamorphosis. Scorpio is it's something that needs to fall away, die, and then we could start to build on that new, whatever that new thing is for you personally. What's beneath that Four of Wands? Wow, we've got the Tower, everyone. So the Tower, obviously, is something that has not been built well. And someone is having some sort of a wake-up call here. All right, someone's going to see something. We've got the Eye here. It's like laser beam focus that's bringing down this tower. What is it that you haven't built well? What is it that you could not see clearly? Because obviously Neptune in Pisces could be, you know, I don't really want to see. I want to wear those rose-colored glasses. I want to live in that dream world. But Saturn there in Pisces also is going to really bring out the truth. Okay, there's been a lot of illusion, possible deception, possible backstabbing, gossip, and things going on behind the scenes that we may not be aware of. We've got the Six of Cups as well here, which of course is the soulmate connection. There's nostalgia here. There's a connection to do with the past. Looks very much like the Two of Cups, does it not, in this deck? I love it. So remember what I said, Mars retrograding in Cancer does speak to family and brings up issues relative to the past. So we're sort of living in our dream world, not able to move forward. There are decisions that need to be made. They may be costing financially, emotionally, psychologically. But right now, it's like this dream is sort of blocked off because the Five of Swords is the blockage here, right? The Five of Swords, someone needs to have the gift of the gab. Someone needs to have the logic, the intelligence, the know-how, how to get themselves out of this situation. And it could be financial because you could see that this man is lying on the earth, the barren earth. Barren earth means no growth, no security, no certainty, even where the emotional situation is. So there's been like a pullback, a lack of abundance, whether it's love, whether it's finances, whether it's emotional exchange, so on and so forth, because it's all looking really dandy and fine up to here. And remember that Aquarius is where Pluto has ingressed now and will be there for the next 20 years. So Aquarius is all about breaking free. It's not about throwing out the baby with the bathwater. It's about holding on to those traditions, but also integrating something new. So thinking outside of the box, not being stuck and wearing those, those blinders where you cannot see left and right. Something needs to change. Something needs to be done in a different way. And there is a possibility for an ingenious thought that could bring a payback, an abundant change here. Jupiter is the great abundant. The great abundant helper, protector. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Remember, not only is Gemini and Pisces a mutable sign, so is Virgo and Sagittarius. So all those four signs will be going through massive fated changes in their lives. Let's go. Let's see where we are relative to the emotional side of things. Remember, I do use this deck, the Mystic Moon Oracles, to look at the emotions, the psyche, things that we may not be conscious of. We've got a fifth dimensional connection here. which says that pay attention to your dreams, because there'll be a lot of prophetic dreams as the moon is going to come, and we're going to have a new moon in Pisces, and obviously the moon is going to pass over Neptune and Saturn, and Venus is now Venus is transiting now, and soon to be retrograde early March. She's transiting through Aries, so she's going to obviously be very important for the cardinal signs. So if you're an Aries or a Libra or a Capricorn or a Cancer, it's going to be very significant. And just think about it, everyone. We've all got Aries in our chart, which is a brand new beginning. Just like we're looking ahead to the new astrological year, as this sun is going to pass over that 0 degrees of Aries, right? And there are all these, Venus is going to be retrograding, Mercury is going to be retrograding, Mars is going to come out of its retrograde. So it's like we're looking towards a new season, a brand new beginning. And a lot will be happening in the month of March. So we'll be talking about March, which holds 2 eclipses. We'll be doing special analysis, of course, on the eclipses, because they are new moons and full moons, on Patreon, of course. Let's see what else comes from the 5th dimension, because this is like you're going to be connecting with your person through your dream state, through meditation. You will be receiving important messages, possibly things that a King of Pentacles is the most experienced king, but they also hold great responsibilities. They've gone through, that journey through taking on the role of each king. The King of Pentacles is the most experienced one. Remember, he's the minor arcana of the Emperor in the tarot. So let's see what's going on, because we do see that important choices, possibly also futuristic changes here, important choices about love and partnerships, business partnerships, and someone's stability, because obviously the 4 of Wands could be someone who's got their own business, or it could be their home, or it could be their commitments, their marriage, right? We've got the yin energy. It's like the whoever takes on the role of the yin within the relationship or the partnership, whoever is the most in tune at this time, is sending out messages. Those frequencies and that telepathy that usually happens with a very important relationship, right? If you're in one, because you either see signs and symbols, or you hear a certain song, you hear a certain term which reminds you of your person. So unless this is the yang, whoever holds the yang, they're leaning more into their yin energy. We've all got yin and yang within us, and this new moon that we're coming up to on the 28th is going to be a very feminine, okay, because water signs are more feminine. They've got more yin energy. What else is going on? Yes, it's like the divine feminine, whether you're you consider yourself to be a woman or a man, is sending out those signals that they want to reinvent. Reinvention is retrogrades, and Venus will be retrograding. She is, my dear friends, going from the evening star, where you could see her up in the sky in the evening, to the morning star. So she's turning more relative to, think of Venus in Aries. She's in a Mars ruled sign, so she's in a war zone. She can't be too sensitive. She's going to have to embrace that more masculine side of her, right? She wants this reinvention. She wants this new journey. Reinvention is also revisiting old situations, dealing with people from the past, and re-looking at something, yeah? I believe that this is more so what she's emanating out to the masculine, sending those signals that she feels that they are her other half and that this is a very spiritual connection, right? It's incredible. We've got the guidance here. So someone is seeing the light. We do have the Hermit, so the Virgo energy. Remember that the south node of the moon is in Virgo and the north node of the moon is in Pisces. So we are seeing something to do with the past. Something very karmic is going on here. Or if you are a Virgo, because someone is seeking guidance here, how can they reinvent this fifth dimensional connection? Through balancing the scales, through finding the harmony, doing the work, right? Both sides doing the work. Now, because we've got Libra here, and Libra can speak to relationships. Libra is where the South Node was before it entered a Virgo. And of course, Libra is ruled by Venus. So, my dear friends, if you've been in a relationship where there hasn't been balance, equality, some of you are going and could be going through a release, because that's what's going on. Some relationships, a lot of relationships, are going to be leaving us where there was no balance, harmony, fairness, and justice. Yes. And those that could withstand all the challenges that we've been going through recently, because relationships have been going through major tests. Obviously, with the eclipses happening in Aries, Libra, it's I versus us. Let's see what comes after the balancing the scales, because that could also be something legal. And we've got solitude. We've got, again, very similar to the Virgo energy here. Solitude does remind me of the 12th house of Pisces. So we see the divine feminine in preparation, maybe also in waiting, or that she's seeking the way to work through her masculine side and heed the call of taking action. Or that she sees the light, she finds some resolution. Let's take a couple more. We've got grief from the divine feminine. And we've got spring. So this is very enlightening indeed. For some of you, I suppose this could be a same-sex relationship. Let's not rule that out. But springtime is very promising as the feminine is doing the work. Seeing the light relative to any grief or any challenges that she has with past relationships. She's doing the work, possibly also behind the scenes. There's the family. So family could be a support system, or it could be that she's changing her tribes and family. Yeah, through the winter time. Now in the Northern Hemisphere, we're still in winter. If this is not literal, then it's metaphorical. The winter time is more about solitude, and we see that here. Okay. All right. These could be two different feminine. Okay. Where a divine masculine is finding balance and harmony and justice within another relationship. So one feminine could be falling out of the equation. I'm thinking because we've got a divine masculine here that may have a choice between two people. Okay, let's take the little Cantomanzia. I want to see what the Wheel of Fortune as an outcome card is telling us. You know, Jupiter can also speak to separation, but also coupling up, coming together, bringing people together. And Jupiter is the benefic teacher. Remember, Jupiter rules Sag. And Sagittarius is all about higher education, learning, seeing the bigger picture, discovery, self-discovery, discovering the world, discovering others, discovering new religions, how the world ticks, big decisions, possibly also about travel, Let's see. We've got, there's change here. Someone's had enough. Someone's got heavy, they've got heavy responsibilities or anything to do with business goals and work and their priorities in life. Okay, but it does speak to gladness. This is like coming to the end of a burden. Someone hasn't had it easy at all. They've worked a lot. Look, we've also got jealousy. Someone that is coming through as very jealous, and we do see third parties here. This is all about negative thoughts, and it's right on the Five of Swords. So it could be this King of Pentacles. Are they a Taurus? Are they Scorpio? I mean, the downside to Scorpio could be a lot of jealousy, but Taurus, Scorpio do share a lot. It speaks to depression or oppression, someone wanting to communicate something, this king wanting to communicate something, not being able to and holding back. A lot to do with other, people and gossip and rumors. Someone possibly also worrying about their reputation. War, conflicts, and mobs, says this card. So it does speak to feeling blocked. Let's take one more on that. And we've got joy. We've got sudden surprise, sudden joy coming through. Someone that's worked very hard, whether it's on a business or a partnership or a love relationship. Someone that's working their craft. Work. A lot of work. Maybe this is also someone that's putting in a lot of effort to overcome these negative thoughts of feeling blocked, feeling imprisoned. It's a self-made prison, I would say. It's more so negative thinking than anything else. Okay, so there's sudden surprise here because this person suddenly finds wealth in front of them. So the Uranian energy comes through for me. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Letter, ring, fire, hope, and a seed. Even though it speaks to loss, someone that possibly also goes to the casino, they either can take a gamble or they can't take a gamble. They fear. But it's the Ace of Pentacles, nevertheless, which does speak to, remember the Page of Pentacles here, that is studying this situation as long-term. And I do see three aces. I would say that whoever's taken a risk, whoever's taking a risk at this time, it's going to pay off. But I would say, just like the midwife would tell you, push now to give birth to what you're giving birth to. It's not the time to push now, my dear friends. Wait until after the 24th, 25th of the month of February, okay? Before you move forward, and try and understand that things cannot move forward. They're all blocked now energetically. All right? And spring is going to be a very significant time. Spring can speak to romance, blooming, abundance, all these beautiful energies. Let's see what the spirit of the animals advises for roughly roundabout now. Yeah, there are more dark thoughts and more dark cards here. We've got fire and air. Fire and air can be very explosive, so don't press anyone's buttons right now, because that Mars in Cancer, Mars is slowing down now. He's going to practically stop as he's very close to the Earth. Remember who is more affected by Mars retrograde, obviously. The cardinal signs, because they're in square to Cancer. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. Don't press their buttons. Also, Mars rules Aries as well as Scorpio. So I've got 2 adult children that are both ruled by Mars. So it's not a time to push their buttons. And we need to be more understanding if that is possible at all. Let's take the message. Let's take the message. Today's message, please, Spirit. Today's advice. I think this is it. Thank you, Spirit. We've got personal choice. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. I'm going to take one more, and we see the mountain here. Remember, the mountain in the Lenormand is a number 21, and 21 is right here. This, a mountain can speak to blockages, but the mountain can also say that we need to be as strong as the mountain, right? To have the strength of the mountain. So it's your personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? And what wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. Take some time alone and think about it. Let's take one more. Yeah. We have humpback whale and singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Beautiful message. Okay, so it's, the humpback whale, which is, of course, speaks to water. Here we've got earth and we've got water. Remember, with water and earth, we make mud. We could start to build on things. Okay, so I will leave it up to you and see what your higher self is telling you, my dear friends. But spring seems to be very promising for reinvention. We're embracing a major ending up until spring, more than likely. So do try and be understanding with others, but also with yourself. And with that, I will leave you. I will be back tomorrow, obviously, with the Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Love Connection reading that we do every Wednesday. I will be back with that. And I wanted to say to those of you that you've already purchased the mini love readings, I think I've returned most of them to you. This is still open until I think I said the 20th, until the 20th of February. Today's the 18th, so you've got a couple more days with that opportunity, a mini love reading. And those of you that did receive one, could you comment beneath this video and let others know whether you were happy or it wasn't what you expected or whatever. Just comment so that others know. Thank you very much to all of you for being here, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and being part of our community. Much love to all of you. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, everyone.